We're on?
All right. Hello, everybody. We are back, and we're going to make soft gingerbread cutout cookies with cream cheese flavored royal icing. I'm also going to do a cinnamon royal icing because they're both really good. Right now I have my butter and my brown sugar already in my mixing bowl. Not straight out of fridge butter, but it is cold butter. That is key here. That's going to keep your cookies from spreading. Don't use it at room temperature. It's going to be way too soft. So that's ready. And the recipe is in the link below. Because I don't have my measurements right off the top of my head. So we're going to turn this on low. Just until the butter and the brown sugar are together. Alright. It's not fully incorporated, that's fine. Because we don't want to beat any extra air into the butter. That's also going to cause them to spread. So I'm just going to scrape down my bowl here. Make sure you get that out. And I'm going to add 2 cold eggs. Alright, again on low. I'm just going to scrape this down really quick. Get this stuck piece off the beater. We're going to go again. On low again. Alright. Again, here some chunks are okay. That butter. It'll all get incorporated in fine once we get the dry ingredients in there. Alright, now we're going to add our molasses. I'm just using an organic unsulfured molasses. It's a black strap. But any type of baking molasses is going to work fine. Make sure you get it all out of the measuring cup. We're going to mix this on low again, and it's going to look slightly gross and not incorporated, but it'll be okay. You just want to get it mixed in there. I'm also going to add my vanilla. There's our wet mixture. Just keep the bowl scraped down. Make sure you get the bottom as well. Now I'm going to show you my dry ingredients.
Can you pull that top box?
I already have most of it measured out. All of my dry stuff together, but I'm just going to show you. I showed you on the last slide, but I'm going to do it again. Just to show you guys how I scoop my flour. I use a big container. It's the best way to get a good measurement. Just move it around, kind of fluff it up a little. Get you a scoop, shake it even. You don't want to pack your measuring cup full of flour or bang it all down there. So if you're using my recipes, that's how my flour is measured. We're just going to lightly whisk these together. This doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, now we're going to go back over here and with this mixer on low. I'm waiting on Dondo. Alright, with our mixer on low, I'm just going to slowly add in the flour to the wet ingredients. As soon as you start to see it cleaning off the sides of your bowl, you can go ahead and stop it. There will be a little bit of that flour that didn't get mixed in there. That's totally fine. We're going to clean this off. What I'm going to do is just fold it around a little bit. It shouldn't be sticky. You should be able to move it around without it sticking all over your hands. Alright. So I work with half of it at a time. Over here on my part. Oops. Okay. Sorry guys. So I have this piece of parchment paper here with two 3/8 of an inch thick slats, just like I got from the hardware store. That's what I roll all of my sugar cookie dough on because that's like the perfect thickness for me. You can do it thinner. I would just suggest cutting back a minute or two under cooking time. I haven't floured this because this dough is pretty good about not sticking. But you can. And if you do, just very lightly. You don't want to add a whole lot, because when you start reworking that dough and adding that extra flour, it's going to make your cookies a different texture. All right. I'm just going to roll this out. That stuck to my pin there a little bit, but that's okay. And I have my cookie sheets here ready to go with parchment paper on them. And then some cutters that I'm going to use. You can dip your cutters in your flour just to keep them from sticking. This is a pretty big gingerbread cutter. I think it's 5 inches. I'll put a hard down here. Just going to take it. Put it on your cookie sheet. These extra pieces, I like to just take them and throw them back in the bowl with the rest of your dough. And go ahead and use your other half of your dough. And then work all your extra pieces in together. It's just a little less handling of them. Now, I am going to do my hearts and my gingerbread on different sheets because the hearts are smaller. They're going to bake slightly faster than my gingerbread are. So see, I'm just going to, these are my scraps. I'm going to throw them in there and get the other half of my unworked dough out. A little bit of flour there. Alright, do some more hearts. You can do any shape for these. It's not going to spread. And you don't have to put royal icing on these. I like to. But I'm going to show you guys how to do a cream cheese flavored royal icing, because cream cheese and gingerbread are amazing together. We're also going to do a cinnamon royal icing. You can even do a cinnamon cream cheese icing. The royal icing, I don't think it gets flavored enough. You can definitely expand your menu by just putting simple flavors in there. It's the same with the sugar cookies. You can do a million flavors. Next Monday we're going to be doing an Oreo sugar cookie with a chocolate royal icing. Alright, so these hearts, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. It is a preheated 350-degree oven. Make sure you're using an oven thermometer. You can get them really cheap, but definitely get one because the cookies are not turning out right, or your cakes or your macarons or whatever you're making is not turning out right. That could be your main problem. Ready. We're going to go 10 minutes and check them at 10. I'm going to go ahead and keep cutting out some more of them in. Also, you don't have to bake these right away. You can make this dough, cut your shapes, and take a gallon-sized Ziploc bag and put them in there. Just cut a piece of parchment paper to fit inside the Ziploc bag. And you can do 2-3 layers. Put them in the freezer and bake them from frozen. They will take a minute or two longer to bake from frozen, but you do not have to thaw them out. It's like huge time saving. And for you at home, the at-home business, do all your baking on a Monday or Tuesday, or make all your dough. Get your orders together, go ahead and have cut out. Freeze each order individually, and then on Wednesday, all you have to do is bake with one less step to do. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and bake all mine because my kids will eat these. If you guys, any of you are on Facebook, I have a Facebook group where you can personally ask questions. We do lives within the Facebook group and focus on whatever topic you want, basically. And the link to that will be up there after we get done with this. But I'm also on Instagram, Pinterest, and all that. And this is quite a bit of dough. But if you need even more, it's easily doubled, this recipe. I'm running a room. While these are baking, we can talk for a minute about some ingredients. Because I mentioned earlier the molasses I'm using. That's the bottle. We just found this at our regular grocery store. I don't go. I'm definitely not sponsored by this company, but I love the non-GMO project, which I don't know if you can see that very good, but I'm big into being as healthy as you can. I know. It's hard to be super picky. But you can find stuff fairly easy. And it wasn't expensive. I know that's another thing. Alright. I might not be able to get another cutter out of this, but what I like to do with my last little bit of dough is just get it to the thickness I want, bake it like that. And that's usually the piece that I eat when everything's done. My other cookie sheet being used. I'm just going to leave that there. And these have 3 minutes left. My heat went a little bit, which is another reason to have an oven thermometer, because even my oven is set at 375. I mean 335. There we go. My oven is at 335 right now, but my thermometer is saying that it is almost 375. So definitely have an oven thermometer. I always set mine lower. Usually 340 will give me 350. But once it's been on for so long, it'll just keep going up in temperature. So like I said, pay attention if you have a lot of baking issues. I'm willing to bet that's your biggest one. Royal icing. We're going to be working on royal icing. I can wash this bowl, and we can actually start on that. We are doing cream cheese flavored. You do cream cheese flavored because you can't really make a royal icing out of cream cheese. It's not going to work out. Just believe me on that. I tried it. It doesn't set up, which is the good part of your royal icing. So I like to buy good extracts. I really love Amaretti. They're an amazing company. And I hear a lot that I'm sorry. Wow. I hear a lot that well, it's expensive. Thing is, you get what you pay for. We all know that, especially in cookies. This is one of theirs that I have, and this is like a little bottle. This is a tiny bottle. But it will do a ton of baked goods because they're very potent. And you only have to use like a half of what you would with a regular extract. Now I don't have their cream cheese extract, so today I am using the Lorian. Which they're good, but even the other day I commented on the last video that they smell funny. Hang on. Gotta check these cookies. Alright. They are ready. There they are. So they do look puffy, but they have not spread. And that puff, as they cool, they're going to flatten out again. But they have not spread. And that is definitely the perk here. This pan is super hot. We're gonna let these cool on the pan for 5-6 minutes. Just until they're flat back out. I'll go ahead and make these the gingerbread. We're gonna go these for about 2 minutes. They'll probably take an extra minute. Just because they're bigger. But those are perfect. So back to this is what we're going to use for the royal icing. It's an emulsion. And yes, the comment was that it smells super artificial. It does when you first open the bottle and when you mix it into your royal icing. But that smell will go away when it dries on your cookie. Your clients are not going to smell that, or your family, or whoever you're making your cookies for. That's just another reason why I like to use a good product like Gingerbread because it's all natural. And it will smell like cream cheese instead of something artificial. So now I'm going to wash my bowl so we can make this delicious cinnamon cream cheese royal icing. And I'll show you guys how to flood with a thicker consistency because the thinner your royal icing is, the longer you're going to have to wait for it to dry. And I don't know about y'all, but I do not like spending a week on one set of cookies. As many time-saving trips that you can fit into your cookies as possible is going to be best, because then you're also going to have a fresher cookie instead of a week-old cookie. Just about done. Washing these bowls out. Another question is, can you make these recipes with a hand mixer? You can. The reason I like the stand mixer is because with the paddle attachment and the stand mixer itself, you can mix on a lower setting than you can with a hand mixer. And you're wanting your cookies to not spread, or your royal icing to not have so many bubbles to pop, then you want to be able to mix on a lower speed. All of my recipes for my sugar cookies are the lowest speed possible for that reason. This is why if you follow all of these directions and little tips, your cookies will come out perfect. They won't spread. And you don't have to chill the dough. That's just another one of those time-saving things. I'm gonna move these cookies to this cooling rack, just so you guys can see. I'll go down here. And they're already pretty sturdy. They're still gonna be soft on the inside. But it is a good sturdy cookie. And they smell amazing. Alright. I'm going to move this out of the way to make the royal. Alright, what we're going to do. One bag, 1 2-pound bag of powdered sugar. I don't sift my powdered sugar. I just add it straight to the bowl. Another step that is not really necessary. And then you're going to add 5 tablespoons of meringue powder. And we want 1 teaspoon of cream tartar. It's just a stabilizer. I like to use it. Some people don't use it. I can't tell you what it would be like if you did it, because I always use it. Alright, then in a 1 cup measuring cup, we are going to add 2 teaspoons. Let me change that. 1.5 teaspoons of this cream cheese emulsion. Just right in there into the measuring cup. And then 3/4 cup of warm water. You do want warm water. If I can find my paddle. right in front of me. Alright. This is why you don't have to sift this. We're just going to turn this on low for a few seconds. Now we're going to slowly pour in our water flavor mixture. We're just kind of waiting for it to come together. Alright, once that happens, we're going to take, and we are going to spray all of this down. Check this. And those are ready. 10 minutes is usually perfect. They're not looking wet in the middle. They haven't spread. They did puff up, but they will go back down a little bit. Turn that off. Alright, we're going to let those cool in the pan for a few minutes. We're going to go back to scraping this bowl and paddle down. No matter what kind of royal I'm making, I always do this because those little parts that were stuck to the side of the bowl there are just going to lead to like little clumps in your royal, and if you're using tips or anything like that, it is going to clog your tip up, and there's nothing more frustrating than that. So you're going to get all the way around there, and then make sure you get the bottom. Alright. Clean this spatula off. We're going to turn this on medium high until we get stiff peaks. check this. There. See how it holds. Not going anywhere. That's where you want it. Ooh, what am I doing? Alright, so because this is a thick consistency, we are going to want to cover it as soon as possible. It will dry fast. It will crust over on you. That is going to clog up your tips as well. Let me grab my bowl. I'm just using a sherbet container. My 2-pound bag. This will hold one batch really well. If you do want to start with a thinner consistency royal, you can add more water. I like to start with mine pretty thick because like I said, I also flood my cookies with a pretty thick consistency. This is a good consistency for riding, piping your little flowers or any of that type of thing. How you store this, take a piece of plastic wrap, and you're going to want to actually put it onto the royal icing. Then you'll pop your lid on it and put it in the fridge. You can keep this in the fridge for up to a month, and you can freeze it for 6 months. It lasts really well. It's not fresh egg or even pasteurized egg. It's the meringue powder, so it is pretty safe as far as time. I'm going to get these cookies back over here. They're almost cool. I'm going to go ahead and move my gingerbread in. They're still pretty soft. But as you can tell, they're not puffy anymore. And they didn't spread. So there's those. Pretty good. I'm going to show you the flooding. So this piping bag I use right now, it's just a little small. What I like to do is take it, put it into a cup, put it over the edge. That's going to let you fill it much easier, way less mess. Now if you get some icing up the side of your container, scooping it, make sure that you clean that off. And then you can cover it back up. I like to tie my bag at the top. I might have overfilled this one. These are, if you're buying the tipless bags, this is a small. I highly recommend a medium or a large because this isn't going to go super far if you're flooding cookies. These cookies are already pretty good and cool. A little bit off the end there. We're going to go right around the edge. I could have cut the tip bigger. This would be much faster. Then if you're seeing any big gaps, just go back over it. Right. If you don't have a scribe, a toothpick works just fine. This is Yep. So don't try to adjust cameras while you're doing this because my royal is already crusting. I will show you how to still make this cookie look amazing though. I'm just getting it all worked around here. Then I'm going to get my Christmas sprinkles. Person that invented sprinkles invented them to fix things. that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to be ready to sweep up sprinkles for a month. Nobody has to know that that's not really what you wanted to do. The kids will love it. Now I'm going to really do one how it should have been. I'm just going to cut a big hole in this bag. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to thin this out just a tiny bit. Another good tip when thinning out your oil is to use, you can use like a medicine dropper that comes with kids' medicine. That works really well too. Or these little cups. These cups are perfect because you're not going to put too much. It does not take a lot. That's going to be perfect. It's still pretty thick. But it's going to give me time to get this gingerbread done. So you can kind of judge how long that takes to all get together. It's a little bubbly. I'm going to try to work some of those bubbles out. It's another reason why I don't use a whisk when I'm making royal icing. I always use the paddle. Alright. I gotta get me another piping bag. Alright. Back in the cup. And we're just gonna pour this. Alright. As you can see, I cut kind of a big hole on that one, but we're still going to make it work. When you pipe with a thicker consistency, the other good part is you don't have to go through and give all your cookies an outline and then come back in and flood them, and then you have that really noticeable line around the edge. I'm not a fan of that. This way you can go through and just flood all of your cookies, and you don't have to have any of that there. Come back in with toothpick. Just any little spots you see, smooth it out. Then what you want to do is give it a little shake. I see a couple of air bubbles. Pop those. There it is. We'll do another one. Don't go over the edge. And if you cut a bigger hole in your bag than you really meant to, come in a little more than you usually would, because that is going to spread out some, especially whenever you start moving your royal around. You're just evenly distributing everything. And this consistency is going to crust over in an easy 10-15 minutes. So if you just need it to crust to go on with your next coat, do a couple cookies and you can go back to it and it's already ready. If you need it to fully dry, it is going to take an hour, 2 tops. But that's a whole lot better than overnight. And just pop these little bubbles. Give it another shake. Another perk of cutting your cookies at 3/8 of an inch is they are still sturdy. You can shake it and move it around and do what you need to do with it without it breaking or anything like that. And see, this royal is a good consistency, so I can show you guys that you get a good layer of cookie, good layer of icing. My little men here are still kind of warm. See if I can pipe one without it melting all over. Then I'll also show you guys the center of these cookies so you can see that they are soft in the middle. They're not like ginger snaps. These are soft cookies. And get creative with your royal icing flavors. Like I said, the cinnamon royal icing on these gingerbread cookies would be delicious. Even on a vanilla sugar cookie, put some pumpkin spice extract or pumpkin spice, the actual spice, into your royal. It is going to leave those little specks. If you color it, they're not going to be as noticeable, but make some grown folk cookies. Get creative with your flavors. You don't have to do a design. Just flood it and have it be delicious. Oops. Oh, I broke his arm. He was not cool off enough. But I can show you how to fix that. So I did. I snapped his arm off. This icing is still soft. So you push it back on there. Don't move it again until he's completely dry. That royal icing will hold him together. If you break a cookie after it's already dried and everything, you can use some thicker, like writing consistency royal to glue a piece back together. It will hold as long as you let it dry. So I'm going to show you that one I had done just a minute ago. And I'm just going to break it open. You can see the inside of that cookie. It's soft. It'll be delicious. And remember, if you're not super good at decorating them, buy some cute sprinkles. Cover it in sprinkles. Or even just some cool colors. They don't have to be Van Gogh paintings. I even just like the plain white on a dark cookie like that. They'll be good. It's delicious. You guys let me know what you thought about this. If you have any requests, next Monday we are doing the Oreo cookie with a dark chocolate royal icing, and I'll show you some other wet on wet techniques with those, which is the icing, decorating them. And then the Monday before Christmas, we'll be doing Christmas sprinkle, like funfetti sugar cookies, basically. Those would be really great and fun to have those out for your kids to decorate. Or just leave them plain, because they're super cute without icing. Yeah, give me any feedback. This is only our second live, so bear with us as we figure out this process, and share your tips and tricks if you have any of those. That's highly appreciated. But yeah, they'll get better, I promise. Hang in there with us, make requests, interact with us, join the Facebook group. All of that. We'll have links to everything, and I hope you guys enjoy these. Bye!